SNP MP David Linden has urged women born in the 1950s who have been impacted by changes to the state pension age to press general election candidates in their constituencies on the need for fair and fast compensation. The Glasgow East MP also highlighted how the Trussell Trust is seeing a larger number of pensioners using food banks than ever before, adding that this is now the case for many WASPI women, Women Against State Pension Inequality. In July 2021, the Parliamentary and Health Service Ombudsman's (PHSO) Stage 1 investigation ruled that the Department for Work and Pensions (DWP) failed to communicate the age changes to those women with enough urgency, finding it guilty of maladministration. The Stage 3 report, Financial Remedy, is due to be published early this year and will then recommend to the UK government what level of compensation, if any, should be paid to all women affected by the changes to the state pension age. The Ombudsman recently confirmed on its website that any recommendations it makes will be applied to everyone who has been similarly affected by the failings it identifies and not just those who have made a complaint. Between April 2010 and November 2018, the state pension age rose from 60 to 65 for women, and in October 2020 it increased to 66 for both men and women. The WASPI campaign estimates that around 3.6 million women across Great Britain have missed out on state pension payments due to these changes in retirement age. During the guaranteed minimum pensions increase debate in Parliament last week, Mr Linden told MPs that a Joseph Rowntree Foundation report revealed that 2.1 million pensioners were living in poverty in the UK in 2021-22, with the poverty rate for single pensioners almost double that of couple pensioners and about 1 in 6 pensioners overall living in poverty. The shadow SNP spokesperson for social justice said, "The reality, according to Age Scotland, is that 9% of over 50s are skipping meals due to financial pressure, and 65% of people aged between 60 and 64 are having to dip into savings to meet unexpected rising costs." I met the Trussell Trust just this morning, and it is certainly seeing a larger number of pensioners using its service than before. This is of course the case for many WASPI women, given that the Ombudsman found that there was indeed maladministration in the communication from the Department for Work and Pensions, with the cost of living crisis certainly making matters much worse for women born in the 1950s. The SNP's Chris Stevens interjected, suggesting the time dedicated to the pensions debate could have been used to discuss the plight of those 1950s-born women, and to see what justice and compensation we should be delivering for them. Mr Linden agreed, adding, "It is frustrating that we can have these debates about 1950s women, but I am clear that what 1950s women want is not necessarily words from this place, Parliament, but action from this place." I think that challenge will be put to the two main parties at Westminster as we come towards the election, and I encourage all those 1950s women to press their candidates on the need for fair and fast compensation, as well as for wider action to tackle the unacceptable gender pension gap that is so pervasive. Get the latest record money news. Join the conversation on our Money Saving Scotland Facebook group for energy and money saving tips, the latest benefits news, consumer help and advice on coping with the cost of living crisis. Sign up to our Record Money newsletter and get the top stories sent to your inbox daily from Monday to Friday, including a special cost of living edition on a Thursday. Sign up here. You can also follow us on X, formerly Twitter, at @recordmoney_ for regular updates throughout the day. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has suggested the next general election will take place in the second half of this year. Under current rules, known as the Dissolution and Calling of Parliament Act 2022, the latest date the UK can go to the polls is January 2025. According to the Act, should an election not be called by December 17, 2024, Parliament would automatically dissolve, as it would be exactly 5 years since the last general election in 2019. Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages.